What's up everyone, welcome back to the Agenda Now channel. Today, I'm diving straight into Congress, where sparks are flying over a bill targeting 5 Iranian Imams. Yeah, the same ones issuing those notorious fatwas, including one aimed at a former US president. So, here's the setup. Lawmakers are deep in the weeds, arguing over this super targeted bill. It's intentionally narrow. Why? Because these 5 Imams aren't just random names. They're the source of real, documented threats, not just rumors or hypotheticals. One representative is holding the line saying, look, we're not casting a wide net, we're laser-focused on the guys who pose a proven danger. But here's where things get interesting and honestly, political. Another lawmaker fires back. Okay, but what if the next president, someone like J.D. Vance, becomes the target? The bill mentions Donald Trump by name, but not the actual office of the president. That means, if the target changes, the bill could be outdated overnight. He digs in even deeper, pointing out the bill covers other political leaders, but leaves that phrase totally undefined. Who gets to decide who counts? Is it just U.S. officials? Foreign leaders? Maybe cabinet members? This guy isn't trying to mess with the list of Iranian Imams. He just wants to make sure the bill stands the test of time, instead of collecting dust when the political winds shift. Then, the opposition jumps in. Their take? U.S. policy with Iran is always evolving. If new threats pop up, Congress can just pass new laws. They argue the bill should match today's specific threats, not some theoretical future scenario. Why generalize now when they can just revisit the issue if Iran comes up with something new? This is the classic Washington struggle. Should laws be built with flexibility for the future, or should they be tied to the exact moment and people in the headlines now? In the end, neither side budges. One group wants future-proof laws that protect whoever's in the hot seat. The other insists on a pinpoint focus, hit the immediate threat, update, later if needed. And that's what went down behind the scenes. It's not just about one bill, it's about how the US chooses to counter threats and protect leaders in a world that's always changing. If you found this breakdown helpful and want more sharp political analysis, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you in the next one.
Yeah, we need to look at Iran as a whole, but we're addressing individual fatwas here. We're not addressing some hypotheticals here. We are addressing 5 imams from Iran that have issued fatwas under Mahareba against individuals. That's what this bill does. It focuses on 5 individual imams who have issued fatwas against, including a named president of the United States. I oppose this amendment, and I yield back.
Any other members seek recognition? Mr. Self, would you like to yield a moment to Representative Castro? He's asking.
Absolutely. I yield to the gentleman.
Fellow Texan, all right. Yeah, no, in my amendment, I'm not changing the Iranian individuals that you're naming at all. But you know, if, let's just say theoretically, even though we're on different sides of this, let's say J.D. Vance is president in a few years, and these guys say something about him, because you specifically named Donald Trump and not J.D. Vance, this bill doesn't apply. And so I'm saying, you know, we ought to say it's the office and the office of others, other State Department officials or other foreign leaders or whatever it may be. I think another challenge, Keith, is in your bill, it says other political leaders, but you got to define that somewhere, right? Or you got to say that the secretary is going to define it, and in the language, it doesn't say that. So I'm not messing with those, who you're naming, the specific people. I'm just trying to make the bill like functionally effective, and also I don't want it to become ineffective and an anachronism in a few years. That's all. I yield back.
To follow the logic, though, from across the aisle, if we need to continually examine our Iranian policies, that's exactly when we ought to do it. If a president of some other name is in office, let's do it again if they issue a fatwa against that president. Because to follow y'all's logic, this Iran will be an ongoing issue. So let's do it again if they do it again. Let's continue to keep up the pressure.
Well, sure,
under-
but then
under-
don't name it like for 6 years, right? Then don't create a 6-year period. I mean, just say that when Donald Trump is no longer in office or when Netanyahu is no longer in office,
Well,
right?
this Congress can't commit future Congresses, so they can change it or they can do it again. So following the Democrat logic here, let's set this standard in place, and then if we need to do it again, Iran raises their head again, do it again, and I yield back.
Okay.
Any other members